Today we're going to look at a very special type of sequence called an arithmetic sequence. Okay, now an arithmetic sequence has a pattern of addition or subtraction. Okay, so we're going to take a look at some of these patterns and then learn how to write them. So let's say I had a pattern of 15, 10, 5, 0. This dot, dot, dot means that it goes on forever, so you should figure out that the next number would be -5, next one after that -10, so on and so forth. Okay, so the explicit rule for any term in the sequence would be a sub n equals 15 minus 5 times n minus 1. Okay, we looked at that in last night's video. So you take 15, that's your starting term, and you subtract 5 every time as you go down the sequence. Okay, the recursive rule would be that a sub n equals the term before it minus 5. Okay, and don't forget to define the first term. So a question might be asked, is -30 in the sequence? Okay, now I guess this is kind of a simple question because -30 is a multiple of 5, so you should kind of already know that that's true. But if you were to check that answer, you'd say, okay, I'm going to take my formula, explicit's probably the best one, and say, let's see if I can find out what n is by setting my formula equal to -30. Okay, and if you solve that, you should get that n is 10. And that means yes, right? Because n became a whole number, which means that -30 is the 10th term of the sequence. So you just discovered, yes, -30 is in the sequence, and it's actually the 10th term. Let's look at another example. What about this? Okay. You should realize that it's arithmetic because that pattern is +4. So your explicit would be a sub n equals 8, which is your starting term, plus 4 n minus 1 times. Okay, your recursive would be a sub n equals the term before it, plus 4. And don't forget to define the first term. Now you could be asked a question like, what is the 62nd term, right? What's the value of the 62nd term? So in that case, I'm giving you n, right? I'm telling you the term number, and I want to know what the value is. So you'd say, okay, a sub 62 equals 8 plus 4 times 62 minus 1. Right, which becomes 8 plus 4 times 61, which is 8 plus 244, which is 252. Right, so the 62nd term, or a sub 62, equals 252. Okay, so in arithmetic sequences, you're going to be asked to recognize the pattern, write the rule either explicitly or recursively, and solve for some values. Good luck!